So you say just enough, Jan, just enough for France. But they were pleased enough with it, weren't they? Very happy with their win.
Yeah, in the end, they scored a goal, they had one disallowed, they had a post, a penalty shot, and on the other hand, the other team did maybe have only one chance with Gnabry, as I recall, and the other team is Germany, so I think it's not bad. Certainly, they can do much better, they need to have more control of the game, for sure, but I mean, considering the opposition as well, it's not too bad.
I think it was such a big game. That's why the emotion, just at 3 points for the first match, was there for all to see with France. Massive game. Germany against France, massive game. Winning it, hugely important to take the pressure off you going into the second, especially I think they've got Hungary next, France, which is a wonderful opportunity. Get you 6 points and you're cruising.
On top of that, they were playing in Germany.
Yeah, and they're playing in Munich.
It's not bad.
So, really good.
And did we just hear that Pogba was man of the match?
One of the big surprises of the night, really.
I thought he was terrific. I did.
I still think that that's mishit.
Do you?
Yes.
No, I think he did it on purpose. But I think so. Because he's not even close to...
He did it on purpose.
Yeah.
But he wasn't the man of the match, for sure.
It was, for us, I think we had more expectations of this game.
Yeah.
And that was a little bit of a disappointment. Nevertheless...
But we shouldn't have, should we? We can't... yes, it's the Euros. Yes, the cream of European football is here. But these boys have been flat out for virtually a full-on year now.
Yeah.
And they come into this tournament with us expecting that they can keep performing, and they can't.
They've been in bubbles as well, remember, Richard. It's been totally unnatural for them a lot of the time, away from their families and not being able to do this and not live a normal life. So they've had to cope with a lot of things and still be expected, as you say, to walk onto that football pitch and entertain us. We kind of forget that at times.
So that's why I think the French are as pleased as they are with their win. Interesting. I mean, did we end up with a quorum here? Did we agree that Hummels had not conceded a penalty, or was there an argument that France should have had one?
I think when you see it at first, I mean, this is what I mean. They've got so many men back, and what they need is they just need one pass, and he's away. Space. Look at him. Look at the distance. And what I'm going to say is,
there's a foul.
Hummels did brilliantly get back in. Now, the only thing I would say, what the referee sees is the ball go to the right. He sees the ball deviate to an area where I think
he was brave
before he takes the ball. That is a penalty for me.
I think you can also say that Hummels did really well here. Come on, you have to give him credit.
I think he goes through his foot to get to the ball.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think
Rudy, you can't give him credit if he's conceded a penalty.
I think it's a good.
We don't base the
last
judgment on
challenge.
that, do we?
I think it's a good last challenge.
It's a pen.
I think.
It's a pen.
I don't know.
It's a very close penalty.
Yeah, it's harsh.
It's closer to a penalty
it's
than
not about whether it's harsh or whether he's got a good challenge in. Is it a pen or not? Yes. He takes his leg.
If you see that, he has to hit his right leg to get to the football.
It's a pen.
That's all I would say.
Because it touches the leg first and then the ball.
And then the ball.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's it. But then VAR should then interfere.
They should, but they don't.
Can you see? It touches the leg.
But I think it was. Well,
it's a difficult one, huh?
It's a close.
Would they want to interfere? Does the VAR operator think like us? Are they? Is there? I know you're saying this definitely, but there is some doubt for somebody in there. Some doubt for
I
Ruud.
think there's a foul initially, Andy.
There's a little doubt
in the chase. He knocks him out of his stride, and
yeah.
that's why he gets back in. And then he fouls him in the box, and for me, it's a penalty.
Yes,
I don't think
if
it is.
Ruud was in the VAR box, he wouldn't ask me to look for it because there's a doubt there. Yeah.
No, there isn't.
No, so Ruud thinks there's a doubt.
I think there's a certain doubt.
If you watch his left leg come through he just catches his right leg there, then he hits his left leg there, and then he plays the ball. This is what I mean, Ruud.
Yeah, I know.
He hits the right leg, and particularly right leg, because it's a right leg.
They could have given. They could have.
You say they should have.
They could give it.
All right.
And I think they just. Look, in a slow-mo, it looks always worse.
If you look at it further back,
is it true or not?
That's true.
In the initial race for the ball, there's a foul in there as well, which he gets away with because he's knocked Mbappe out of his stride there.
A little bit.
Which is why he gets in.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe
What do you mean a little bit? He does.
Yeah, but a little bit.
Well, a little bit's a foul, isn't it?
A little bit.
Well, they don't want the foul because Mbappe's through on goal, wouldn't they? So that's why they don't. I mean, the pace of him here.
Unbelievable, huh?
There.
Yeah, just a little.
Maybe the only doubt we can have is if it was enough.
The
to be a
referee
penalty.
cannot see it. That's for sure.
So
the
then his
referee,
mates-
The referee
He
sees the ball, Ruud. What the referee for me sees the ball go this
the referee
way.
can't see it, and I think they just left it there, and the VAR could, they could overrule him, and he didn't.
Do you know what? You know what did him for me?
To go
His
to the
touch.
right.
He took the ball too far to his right.
Yeah,
Ruud.
yeah.
He gave
he
Hummels a
needed to-
chance to get back at him.
He needed to stay on the left side.
Yes,
He knows.
and then he's not getting caught.
He knows.
Yeah, I think you can see that when you watch the slow motion, and we always say, if VAR is going to take it to the nth degree and get everything right, then maybe they should have asked the referee to go look at that. He didn't. I mean, remember, he doesn't, when he goes and look at it, doesn't have to give a penalty. He can look at it and
Look at it
say,
and say, "No."
I'm okay with my decision.
Yeah.
I'm not giving
Yeah.
a penalty. But I think that might have been a case where, hold on, yeah, you should go and have a look just to make sure you're okay with that.
There were two other decisions, and they were tight. But I think, in fairness to the official on the far side on the first one, he eventually gets his flag up as he's asked to do, and they got both these right, didn't they?
Yeah. So good decisions then. So you don't need VAR to make a
Well,
decision
keep
like
your eye
that.
on the far side.
And this
eventually-
one, we didn't see it in the beginning that it was offside. This one.
No, this was close to Ruud.
We
That's a
didn't see
lovely
it.
goal.
We were also like, huh? Offside, and then we saw it later on, and it was.
But watch the linesman from here. No flag now.
Yeah.
Eventually, when the ball's in the net, he puts his flag up.
Let me
Keep
see.
your eye on him. Watch.
Yeah. Brilliant finish.
Yeah. He's done
Brilliant
his job.
finish. I mean, he's made his mind up, the linesman, that it's offside.
Yeah.
But he's told to let it run.
So he did the right thing.
Yeah. And this, we thought that Pogba was a little bit too slow here. I think he took too much time, and eventually he did.
Maybe his first touch, Pogba, first touch.
Yes, first touch
wasn't
was not
perfect.
good.
And he lost one time here. and
Yeah.
He allowed him to.
Oh, that's close.
Although he was very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Gundogan was keeping him on.
Yeah, just off. They're close, both of them.
Yeah.
Very close.
That's when it's terrible, VAR. Really bad. When they allow it to go,
Yeah.
and they allow it to go, and the boys all celebrate, and everyone's off the bench, and they think it's a goal, and they walk back to the halfway line, and the ref goes, no. Offside.
But the funny thing
But
is,
in
you
fairness,
mentioned it.
They got it right.
Yes.
The funny thing was, you mentioned it, when they was just celebrating, Germany took the free kick very quickly.
They were away.
They were away
They'd
with
gone.
it.
They'd gone.
They were not allowed. That's not allowed to do so.
1-0 France. Might be a couple of things that the French hear from the authorities on. Let's have a look at those. First half, Rudiger of Germany. And we did see the two of them make up later, but keep your eye here on the right shoulder of Pogba. Has he bitten him?
He did try.
He's cuddling.
He did try.
I think there's a loose thread on the back of his shirt. He's just trying
See,
to nibble it off.
I think he's got a problem. And you think back to Suarez, who got banned for 10 Premier League games for doing that,
Well-
and 6 months of international football reduced on appeal.
What are social media saying, Richard? That's always a very...
Well, in the end, it won't matter what the social media decide. But I think there's if not
There's a
a bite,
case here.
there's an attempted bite.
Yeah. It's a case there. I think that he has to. I think they will call him in.
Will they?
I think so, yeah. Eventually, yeah. But it's stupid to do so.
And here's the other one, which is causing a little bit of consternation. Paul Pogba, we saw climb into the crowd and give his jersey to somebody. Now, I don't know to whom. Might have been a nice gesture. But the point here is these lads live in a bubble. And this happened in Qatar recently in a tournament where players left the field, climbed into the
I
stadium,
don't know if he's
and
in
two
the.
COVID
Oh yeah,
cases
he's
resulted.
in the crowd. Yeah.
He's in the crowd,
Yeah, he's in the crowd. Yeah, that is not nice.
He'll
So-
he'll at least get reprimanded for that. He must. That it's delicate still, very delicate. And there's 60,000 people in there.
But has these people also been checked?
Yeah. Yeah.
So therefore, he knows that everybody's okay.
He assumes everyone's okay. Yeah.
That everybody's tested.
But you still think it should be all right to jump in the crowd? No, it's probably not.
No.
I think it's a...
No.
That's
as
what I
I
mean.
say,
So probably he'll get a slap on the wrist and told,
Yeah.
don't do it again.
everybody
please.
was tested here in the same circumstances that were at the stadium, and
Yeah.
eventually there was a small breakout. So he just can't,
No,
and I
he
think
can't.
he will here.
If I'm Didier, I wouldn't be very happy about that.
You wouldn't? No.
I wouldn't be very happy about
No.
that.